contest is how do you do? Samasta editor take a hi like the chat box, and it is a lovely evening to all of you guys. Yes, everybody is here. Great. All are quite excited. And everybody is here. All just wants to improve their communication. Yes, so slowly everybody started coming. Ready? Okay. So friends, how do you do? It's a very common usage in our day-to-day life. But yes, आज आम जाना कि सी हाउ डू यू डू मानने कौन एक्चुअली आपको कोड व्यवहार करेगा जितने आम जो सका क्या सागे देखा आम कौन कौन गुड मॉर्निंग राइट वन्स यू से गुड मॉर्निंग तापर आम जनरली कौन कर हाउ आर यू गुड मॉर्निंग तापर आम कौन पचार हाउ आर यू तो गाइज रादर दैन सेइंग सिंपली हाउ आर यू आपण मैंने पचारि पारे आ गोटे नुआ एक्सप्रेशन आज आम जानले दैट इज कॉल्ड हाउ डू यू डू वाओ Good morning, Pramit. How do you do? Good. Rosina, how do you do? How do you do? It is not a how do you do. How do you do? How do you do? Swatilekha, how do you do? Kamini, how do you do? How do you do means how are you? हमें कहाँ से देखा करछु आप पचारछु कौन how are you? तो आज हमें जानिबा आ गोटे expression that's called how do you do? How do you do? So फ्रेंड्स आमे ता माने आमे हाउ आर यू जो पचारुछु हाउ आर यू जगह रे आपण आ गोटे नुआ एक्सप्रेशन पचारि परिबे दैट इज कॉल्ड हाउ डू यू डू हाउ आर यू ता पचारुछु आंसर्स कोन इफ समबडी इज आस्किंग हाउ आर यू व्हाट इज द आंसर पुट इन द चैट बॉक्स गाइस जल्दी टिके देखि नवा इफ समबडी इज आस्किंग हाउ आर यू व्हाट इज द आंसर like how many ways you can respond if somebody is saying how are you जल्दी ऐसे yes if somebody is asking how are you what is the answer and obviously मुझे आप रेस्ट्रिक्शंस क्या करूँ till that time तमाम टिल लिखी दियो how are you रा answers कौन है परियो like what are the possible answers for the question how are you yeah I'm adjusting my screen yes now this is good. I think I need to bit stretch it. Other ways to say how do you do? Yes, now it's absolutely great. I'm good. Pleased to meet you. I'm fantastic. Yes, people started writing. So guys, you want to join kala take like video kare diyo. Yes, just like the video. I'm absolutely fine. That's that. Vijay Babu. Jano. Vijay. Okay, Pramit. So other ways to say how do you do? Jodi jana pacharuchi how are you or else how do you do? So how do you do jane pacharuchi ame kete variety respond kari pariba. Yes? If somebody is asking how do you do, how many ways you can respond. Great. So guys, I may first of all कि rather than simply saying कि how do you do, how are things on your side? एटा तो मैं बहुत पचारे. How are things on your side? Or else you can simply ask how are things? How are things? I asked in first class. So few people might have taken my offline class and I've asked them same question, how are things? How are things means how are you? Yeah. How are you doing? How kon khabar chalichi? Kemti kon chalichi? How are doing? If somebody is not well, kahar deha kharab hai jayese tabole how are you feeling? Ebe kemiti anubhav karucho? How are you holding up? Holding up means kemiti kon how are you? How are you today? See, how are you is there. Other ways to say how did you? How are you is there. Right? You guys say how are you? Lekhaji na how lekhaji. Proof is there. How has your day been so far? Awajiro dinota kemti achi te parchanta. How have things been going with you? how have you been doing lately ମାନେ ଆଜିକାଲି ଆଉ ଆଜିକାଲି କେମିତି କ'ଣ ଚାଲିଛି ସବୁ ଆଜିକାଲି କେମିତି କ'ଣ ଚାଲିଛି how have you been doing lately how have you been ଆପଣ କେମିତି ଅଛନ୍ତି how is everything going how is everything good morning good afternoon evening how are you hey I have been meaning to ask how have things have been going on your side with you lately since the last time we talked. So, rather than simply asking ki, how are you, we learned right now ki, multiple ways to ask the question how are you. So, back to the chat box, all of you. Guys, I'm just repeating. Before I leave, I just want to repeat. So, other ways to say how do you do. You can ask how are things on your side, how are things, how are you doing, how are you feeling, how are you holding up, how are you today, how are you, how have you been, how has your day been so far, how have things been going with you, how have you been doing lately, how have you been, how is everything going, how is everything, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you, hey I've been meaning to ask how have things been going on your side, how have things with you lately, how have things since the last time we talked. So rather than asking simply how are you, you can ask so many variety of ways, right? So I'm adjusting my camera. So back to the chat box. Write 3 expressions you learned right now. Guys, put a like button in the guys just like karidiyantu jo mane asile pachare. Yes, just put 3 expressions rather than saying ha di what else can you say. Write 3 expressions. Write 3 expressions. Put in the chat box. Yes, rather than asking how are you, how kon pachari faribe. How do you do? How are you? What else can you ask? Put in the chat box. Yes. 3 expressions you learned right now. Guys, like the video. Those who joined, like the video, friends. Subhasri has written. Great, Subhasri. Congratulations. Brilliant. Yes. Next. Gyana. Wow, Gyana has written very common. Okay, Gyana, thank you. But write something, 3 expressions I asked, not 1. Fast. Write 3 expressions. Priyanka. How are you doing? How are everything going? How are you feeling? Bizai. How are you doing? How are everything? How are you feeling? Again, how has your day been so far? How today? No. How have you been feeling? Pramit, how are you doing? Manoj Babu, how are you feeling? 3 expressions, all of you, put in the chat box. 3 expressions, right? 3 expressions you find interesting. Pramit. How are you holding up? How are you feeling in the What's up? Arpita. What else? What these expressions? Gyana. This month I was expecting Saroj. Where is Saroj? Where are you? Where are you, Saroj? Kamini. But I was expecting everybody. Those who joined late, like the video, guys. Take a like कर दिया video टको. Okay. So that means we got a variety of expressions rather than simply saying, yeah, Arshida has written, from it, Kamini has written, Priyanka. So guys, multiple ways to say how are you will learn. So I hope it was a very interesting session. It's a 10 minutes short session, but it is really empowered all of you in terms of making you learn something new. Isn't it, guys? Did you enjoy the session? Put a like button in the chat. Put like button. Did you enjoy? ଭଲ ଲାଗିଛି ଯଦି ଲାଇକ୍ ଟିକେ ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ବଢ଼ିଆ ଲାଗିଥିବ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ. ଜଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇକ୍ ଦ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ, ବହୁତ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ହେଇଛି. ରେଡ଼ି? ଓକେ, ଜଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇକ୍ ଦ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ, ଜ୍ଞାନ. ୟେସ୍, ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ବଢ଼ିଆ ସେସନ୍ ହେଇଛି ବିକଜ वी लर्न समथिंग न्यू. ବେଶୀ ନାହିଁ, 10 minutes, but we enjoyed a lot. So thank you so much all of you. लव यू गाइज. बहुत मजा लगिला. जो मैंने पचर आस वीडियोटा संपूर्ण देखिकिना जीव, कारण मु क्लास रे पचरी. रहिली गाइज, ऑल द बेस्ट. लाइक हो जाओ, चैट बॉक्स रे लाइक हो जे, वीडियो भी लाइक कर दियो समस्ते. सो नाइट नाइट गाइज, स्वीट ड्रीम्स, ड्रीम अबाउट मी, lights out. So dream of your papa and mama.